One of Oregon's top business leaders met with President Joe Biden today. That's the Columbia Sportswear president and CEO, Tim Boyle. He was at the White House to discuss the president's order that medium and large private companies require their employees have the COVID-19 vaccine. And our Lisa Balick talked one-on-one with Boyle after that, joining us live now from downtown with the details. And what did he have to say, Lisa?
Yeah, most workers in the U.S. would be under this. Now, there would be the option to test weekly, but the push is on to get people vaccinated.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, not anything else right now.
President Biden meeting in D.C. with the leaders of some of the country's largest companies.
We'll hear from the CEOs and presidents of Disney, Microsoft, Walgreens, Columbia Sportswear.
Making it their job to get people vaccinated. Shots required for employees at companies with 100 workers or more, or those workers would have to face weekly testing.
You know, we know what's happening in our neighboring state of Idaho and in Southern Oregon, where the hospitals are overrun. And it's time to take bold action and make this happen.
The vaccine requirement would cover about 2/3 of the workers in the U.S. In Oregon, businesses like Nike, Fred Meyer, Intel. Columbia has about 4,500 U.S. workers. CEO Tim Boyle tells me his company had been working on a plan to require the shot company-wide, but was a bit hesitant until now.
You know, our managers were reluctant. They said we're going to have issues with employees leaving the company, going elsewhere to places where they don't require a vaccination or testing. And this levels the playing field.
I asked, what about smaller businesses? Was there discussion with the president about including them in the vaccine requirement?
You know, smaller businesses won't have the kinds of resources to comply probably, but so I don't know what will happen there. I would encourage them, however, to look at this as an opportunity to take the president's words and put them to action.
But for now, it's unclear exactly when that vaccine requirement for larger private employers will go into effect. Now, keep in mind also about a month from now, October 18th, is when Governor Brown says all state workers, K through 12 employees, as well as all healthcare workers need to be fully vaccinated. We'll be following this closely. Live in downtown Portland, Lisa Balick, KOIN 6 News.